This is a Draw My Life about a boy from Java, Indonesia. He lives on a smaller island off of Java called Madura. The boy mentioned earlier was just an average Indonesian boy, and his name is Indy. Local to the island, Indy's family is of Madurese ethnicity, and they speak Madurese, which is a local variant of the national language, Indonesian. Their house is made of thatch and bamboo from local resources and is hooked up to houses very similar to this house. This kind of house is called a kampung. This next drawing depicts an average day in the life for Indy and his sister. As you can see, they're riding on the back of his father's motorcycle to school, where Indy is attending secondary school and his sister is attending primary school. In the background, you can see the tobacco plants that his father works on to make a living. This next drawing depicts the concept of rubber time, which is the way of life in Indonesia. Oftentimes, Indonesians don't plan events like parties or schedule appointments on a set date, and as a general rule, they're just constantly accepting of other people to drop in at any time. Because of this, they make larger meals so people can just drop by and be fed. It's a cool rule, really. This next point is one so shocking you'll never believe it. Family time is all the time. Unlike in Western countries, it is very, very weird for a family member to spend time alone during the daylight hours. Unless they are sleeping or possibly napping, families are together all the time. The kids will often study together with the help of their parents, who are close by, telling stories, reading, or cooking. That's Indy. Next up, meal time. This next point connects back to rubber time. Indonesians eat breakfast and lunch at scheduled times like many other people in other countries, but for dinner, often a larger, simple meal of rice, sauces, and meats like chicken or beef, and this meal is picked on throughout the night. More often than not, the mother of the Indonesian family will cook the meals. After a long week of schooling, my schoolmates and I meet up at school on Saturday to do extracurricular activities and play sports, like badminton, which is one of Indonesia's most popular sports. We could also play a different sport. You might be able to guess which sport it is by now. That's right, it's football or soccer. Goal. Saturdays. Although my family has a steady income and is fairly well off, but average for Indonesia, my family does not make enough to afford electronics like iPads and iPods, so we fly kites and play marbles to pass the time. Thank you so much for watching.